Hi, we're reading The Thing About Oliver and we're up to chapter 15. When I opened my eyes again, it's morning. Someone had laid a light blanket over me. The ball of anger in my throat had gone and my tummy is rumbling. I haven't eaten properly since yesterday morning. I roll off the bed and open the door. Mum and Aunt Janine are in the kitchen. They stop talking as soon as I walk in. Where's Oliver? I ask Aunt Janine. Asleep, she pauses. He had a difficult night. So did Mum by the looks of it. I want to say I told you so, but I don't. Aunt Janine looked exhausted too. I must have been in a deep sleep because I didn't hear a thing. The toaster pops up. Aunt Janine goes to the fridge. I thought you might like to go shopping with me today, Tilly. She spreads the toast thick with butter and Vegemite and brings it to the table. You need school shoes and we could pick up a lock for your bedroom door. I sit down and take a bite of toast. Okay, thanks. I glance at Mum. As if she's reading my mind, Mum tells me I'll stay here with Oliver and watch him, Tilly. The more he sees of me, the quicker he will adjust to my new look. Don't hold your breath, I think to myself. It feels good to be out of the house. We stop by the hardware store and pick up my lock for my room. It comes with 2 keys, one to wear around my neck and the other to keep somewhere safe as a backup in case the first one gets lost. Aunt Janine even knows how to install it. You get to be quite handy when you live on your own, she tells me. On the way to the shopping centre, we pass by my new school. It looks even bigger than I remembered. What colour is the uniform? I ask. Aqua, Aunt Janine replies. Kind of greenish blue. I grin with surprise. I know, aqua just happens to be my favourite colour. At the shopping centre, we head straight for the shoe warehouse. Lots of kids are there with their parents doing exactly the same as we are. I hate shopping for school shoes. It takes forever. But Aunt Janine asks for help right away. Soon a sales lady brings half a dozen pairs for me to try on. I had forgotten to bring my own pair of socks. It's so hot, I've been wearing thongs since we got here. I pick up a sparkly blue pair from the sock basket and try not to think about whose feet have been in them before mine. I try on the first pair. They are too tight. The second pair is too heavy, and the third pair too chunky. One by one, I try on the others, but every pair feels stiff and uncomfortable. They all feel kind of weird, I tell Aunt Janine. They just need wearing in, Aunt Janine assures me. Before you know it, they'll feel like you've had them forever. The sales lady nods. The leather will soften over time. Finally, I pick the pair that we both, the sales lady and Aunt Janine, like, just so we can get out of here. At the food court, Aunt Janine orders sushi. I got you chicken, she hesitates. I hope that's okay. Of course, I grin, just as long as it's not bin chicken. Aunt Janine laughs. We find an empty table and sit down to eat. Would Oliver eat sushi? Aunt Janine asked me, waving her chopsticks. I don't want to talk with my mouth full, so I shake my head. Aunt Janine sighs. I don't know how he survives on yogurt and bananas. Trust me, I tell her. We've tried everything. Oliver holds the record for the world's fussiest eater. This isn't exactly true, but it should be. I pick up the little soy sauce bottle that is shaped like a fish. Aunt Janine. I swim the fish around the table. Do you like Ollie? Of course, I love him, Tilly. He's my nephew. I put the soy sauce bottle down and look at her. But do you actually like him? I mean, he's broken all your stuff. Aunt Janine looks thoughtfully. It's not always easy for me to understand Oliver. I haven't had much to do with a kid like him, or any kids for that matter, but I'm learning. I nod. Aunt Janine wipes her mouth again with a napkin. Life isn't easy for him, Tilly, and I know it's not always easy for you either, but you have to remember that you are the lucky one. Lucky? I almost laugh. Oliver gets all the attention. Nobody ever even notices me. Aunt Janine sighs. But one day you'll grow up and be independent. Oliver won't. He'll always need help. I look at my fingernails. Mum will be there for him, I say quietly, just like she always is. Don't be too hard on your mum, Tilly. None of this is easy for her either. I think it's pretty brave what she's trying to do, moving you all here for a better life. I think our old life was better than this one, but I don't tell Aunt Janine that. Aunt Janine? Yes, Tilly? Why didn't you ever come and visit us? Now it's Aunt Janine's turn to be quiet. She takes a long breath and lets it out slowly. Your mum and I had our differences growing up. We haven't always gotten on, but we are trying really hard to change that now. It's weird to think of Mum and Aunt Janine as sisters growing up together. I guess they had their troubles just like Oliver and I do. I look up at her and smile. Well, I think it's good. She smiles back. Me too. Aunt Janine? Yes, Tilly. This new life doesn't really feel like it fits, especially not for Ollie. Aunt Janine looks surprised, then she leaned across and squeezes my shoulder. It might not feel comfortable now, but it will. I look down at the shopping bag by my feet, like new shoes. Aunt Janine gathers up our rubbish. Always think positive, Tilly, and things will work out fine. She pushes her chair back. We've got to do some more shopping. I pick up the bag with my new shoes in it. What for? A swimsuit and goggles, of course. I pause for a moment, frowning. But isn't the pool shut for repairs? Aunt Janine laughs as she puts her rubbish in the bin. What did I just say about thinking positive? It won't be shut forever, will it? Now you're going to choose a swimsuit, or I should pick one for you. I was thinking maybe something cute, pink and frilly. No, what kind of baby does Aunt Janine think I am? When Aunt Janine laughs, she sounds like a kookaburra. I'm only pulling your leg, Tilly. Now that I know she's only joking, I laugh too. I float out of the shopping centre swinging two large bags. One has my shoes in it, the other has aqua two-piece swimsuit with matching goggles. On the way back to the car, we pass by a travel shop. In its window is a giant photograph of a coral reef. You can see an island at the top, but at the bottom, half of the picture is completely underwater. There are also lots of colourful fish and different types of coral. There is a stand by the door with the aqua-colour brochures saying, Visit Rainbow Island. Aunt Janine takes one and puts it in her bag. I tap on the glass showing Aunt Janine a huge black, white and yellow fish. That's a Moorish idol, and that's a blue tang. I point to a beautiful fish with black markings and yellow tail. It's a type of surgeonfish. See the spike near its tail? It's super sharp. Aunt Janine looks impressed. I point out 3 different kinds of starfish and tell Aunt Janine if a starfish loses an arm, it grows another one. Did you know what this is? Aunt Janine points to a small, sausage-shaped black creature on the sandy bottom. A sea cucumber, of course. Did you know that they breathe in and out of their bottoms? Aunt Janine raises her eyebrows. I tap one of the starfish photos. Did you know that starfish can vomit its own stomach out of its mouth to digest its food and then suck it back in again, like this? I give her a demonstration with full sound effects. Aunt Janine laughs so loudly that a family walking by turn around to stare at us. No, Tilly, I did not know that, but thanks for sharing. I grin. You're welcome. I know lots of other fish facts if you want to hear them. I'm writing a book called Marine Creatures. It might even get published one day. Aunt Janine winks. I would love to see that. A warm, glowing feeling spreads through me again. Aunt Janine is right. Thinking positive feels good. Okay, when we get home, I'll show you my aqua journal. And that's the end of chapter 15.